Let's get it. All right, family. So, first and foremost, like I mentioned, my name is Javier Fernandez. It is August 7th, 2020. We are here to just share some info, get better every single day. 1% better every single day is going to get us to where we want to be, right? So, first and foremost, listen, you're an incredible human being, right? Sometimes we forget or we encounter things that kind of, get us thinking in the wrong way. So, I'm here to tell you, look, you are an incredible human being. You are positive. You are blessed. You are wanted. You are loved. You are worthy. You know what I mean? You are powerful beyond imagination. That's for sure, right? Let's tap back into who we really are, right? Let's tap back into who we really are, right? So the 6 qualities of being a better you, right? Initially, it was titled 6 qualities of being a likable person, but I think being a better you is way more important than being likable, right? I need to be comfortable in my own skin. That's just a fact, right? That is just a fact. So number one, right? Take notes if you like. Note takers are money makers. That's what all my mentors say, right? For those that understand, they also say use blue ink. I don't know. Apparently, it works when you're manifesting, right? But it does work. It does work. So first rule, right? First quality of being a better you, of being a better person, right? Be genuine, real, and authentic, right? Be genuine, real, and authentic. You got to be real at all times, right? Don't say no when you really want to say yes. Don't say yes when you really want to say no. Something so simple, right? How many of us on this call have ever done something we genuinely didn't want to do, right? I'm sure y'all feel me on that, right? And then something happens doing whatever it is that you didn't want to do, and you're like, see, I told you I shouldn't have done this. I didn't want to do this anyway. No one's ever felt that before. Like that happens all the time. That happens all the time. Be authentic, right? School, right? Happens in relationships, going to a party, like whatever it may be. Like it happens. So it's something that we can resonate with, right? It's actually rather simple, right? You want to see how real someone is, right? You'll start to see how they talk about other people when they're around you. Right? Do they still share the same positive vibe? Or they're still talking that same talk that they're talking when they're next to them? Right? You start to see how people move. It's like anything else in life. Exposure will let you know, right? Time either exposes you or promotes you. It's going to promote you to who you really are, or it's going to expose you for the phony that you are. That's just a fact, right? That's just a fact, right? So do these people typically talk behind people's back, right? People like, oh, you're saying this behind my back. Like, look, whatever I say, most people know how I feel because I have no qualms, no issues having this discussion face to face, right? I learned that because of my fraternity, my brotherhood. We used to have things called gripe session, right? I got a brother on the line right now. He knows the vibes. Like, look, we get into a room and we hash it out, right? Yo, you did this. I'm not a fan of this, right? You have to be honest with yourself. The only way you're going to be able to have those hard conversations are when you're used to having them with yourself. I always say, talk to yourself the way you talk to your best friends, right? Talk to yourself the way you talk to your best friends. No negatives and no fakes. No negatives and no fakes. Look, there's going to be times where you disagree with a business partner. There's going to be times where things happen in the business, right? Where things happen in your business or in your life that you disagree. That doesn't mean F them. That doesn't mean it's over. No, what it means is we're going to learn from this. I was not a fan of that. I do not like that. Why don't I like that? Because of this, and that. In the future, we can approach it this, and that, right? How many of us have encountered issues, but when we're dealing with issues, everybody just complains. No one comes with results, right? Everyone complains. No one comes with results, right? I'm broke. Okay, what are you going to do to make money? I don't know. Okay. All right. So there's nothing but opportunity out there. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Like it's all mental, right? It's all mental, right? When you're real and genuine, right? Money has no intrinsic value, right? Money has no value when you're real and genuine. Money's going to come just because, right? What do I mean by intrinsic value, right? Intrinsic value, if all humans were to die today, money is literally invaluable. It means nothing. It means nothing. The world would go on and money's literally nothing. It's just cotton. People say it's paper, but it's cotton, right? You have to be aware of who you want to be. A lot of us like the nice things, but those nice things, who do they make us become? Are we still those same people when we got the fly jewelry on, right? Or do we develop a certain level of arrogance? Do we develop a certain level of cockiness? People that say confidence. Look, perception is reality, right? So how people perceive you is their reality. You can't argue against reality, right? You can't argue against reality, right? Real relationships are hard to find. That's why I love this opportunity, right? Because there's real people here. There's real people here with real lives, real struggles, right? Real dreams, right? So we get together in a circle and in a business meeting. We start to hear each other's whys. We start to hear or feel why people are here. And you're like, I can relate to that. This is who I want to be around. This is the energy I need at all times. What are you guys doing? Y'all marking up charts? I'm there. Y'all grinding, picking up the phone, calling people? I'm there. Where y'all at? What's the move? What's the wave? Right? I'm asking the same questions when my environment changed. Right? When I was 21, 22, 23 years old and I was in college, I was asking what the vibe was, what's the wave, right? But I'm going to a party, I'm getting lit, getting drunk, waking up the next day, going to community service, right? Now it's like, it's about the bread, it's about the goals. Like, what are my goals, right? What are my goals? There's a lot of people that are going to claim something that really isn't, right? There's a lot of people that are going to claim something that really isn't, right? Sometimes this business is like high school. You're going to hear gossip, right? You have to communicate real at all times. If you piss me off, I'm going to tell you why you pissed me off. If you piss me off, I'm going to tell you why I'm pissed off, right? When I first came into the business, I was working with one of my mentors, you know, who I still see. And you know, we kind of had a falling out, really because of ego, right? We've had a conversation since then. We understand what the vibes are, right? All positive vibes. Shout outs to him. Definitely powerful, dope leader, right? So now I understand, like, there was a lot of bickering, but there wasn't clear communication. There wasn't clear communication. It was, you know, emotions, right? I'm actually going through Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I'm going through the book right now, right? You have to understand that you can tell when someone has fake energy, right? You can tell when someone has fake energy, right? Like, people will be like, oh, you know, I met him, kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, there was something about them. There's something about them. There's something about them, right? Yeah, that's your intuition telling you, like, yo, what's the vibe? What's the vibe? Like, what's really good with this individual, right? Be mindful of that. Be mindful of it. Because what you attract, who you are, you're going to attract. So if you're real and genuine and authentic, guess who you're going to continue to attract? You're going to build an organization of people, an organization that has family values, right? Of people who are just like you. We're going to be different, yes, of course, right? But you're going to have the ability to pick and choose because your energy is going to attract that. Right? If you're vibrating at such a high frequency where people who meet you for 5-10 minutes feel like they've known you your whole life, you're always going to be loved. You're always going to be loved. If you emit a frequency where people feel like you're always upset, or where people feel like, you know, you're not able to relate to them, you're always going to feel alone, or you're going to struggle in your mind, right? Because it's all mental, to build long-lasting relationships, right? That's number one. That's the first quality, right? Drop a 111 if this makes sense. You know what I mean? If y'all vibing with this, I feel like this is real, right? This is real conversations, right? These are things that I feel subconsciously don't address within ourselves, right? But they really help. They really matter, right? Number two, and this is very, very important. Number two, this is very, very important. You must maintain an open mind. Be open-minded, right? Be open-minded. You don't want to be the negative Nancy all the time, right? The one that's always saying this isn't going to work, right? Or that this won't work. Right? I'm having conversations with people that I'm working with, people that I just met, and I'm asking them about their goals. And they're literally telling me, oh, you know, I want to hit P6, but I don't know. Like, what don't you know? What don't you know? I'm not doubting you. I'm asking you what your goals are, right? They're not my goals. They're not my limited beliefs. Let's break that. Why? And then I would ask them, why do you feel like you can't reach that goal? Does it scare you? Yes. Okay. Why? What's the truth behind your own mental battle, right? If people around you doubt you, they don't need to be around you, right? If people around you doubt you, they don't need to be around you, right? Like, I left my entire surrounding, right? Last June, I felt that way. I loved my family, my brothers, like my brothers. And I left. I picked up the phone. I made a phone call. I bought my flight on Friday. I landed in Miami on Monday and haven't looked back, right? Haven't looked back, because I knew, right? I knew that my environment wasn't conducive to the growth that I needed. My environment wasn't conducive to the growth that I was seeking. Not because they're bad people, not because they're not being successful in their own right, but my success is not their success. My success is not their success. I do what I want differently. I live life differently. I'm going to the millions, right? I'm going to the millions, right? So open-mindedness, you need to literally look at goals and get excited. You need to think about, like, yo, I'm really about to be a millionaire. Right? Like, when I think about going chairman and I'm manifesting in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm chairman. Like, I am chairman. Like, that's how I feel, right? I talk to my people all the time. Like, when I'm on calls, like, does it sound like I'm whatever rank? No. When I talk to people in person, like, no, I believe in myself, right? I don't need you. I want to work with you. There's a difference. It's like relationships, right? I'm not going to get in a relationship if it doesn't help me become better. If it's holding me back, it's not worth my time. It's the same thing in everything in life. Business too. Sometimes you got to cut off business relationships. It's not conducive to my growth, right? You're literally costing me more than making me. And I don't necessarily mean in money. I mean in time and value and energy, right? Those are all things that are intangible, but they matter. They matter, right? So when I'm keeping an open mind, I understand, like, look, I understand that I'm attached to everything, but connected to nothing. Excuse me, I'm connected to everything, but attached to nothing. Nothing, right? I embrace everything with open hands. Why am I going to block my blessings? I'm open-minded. The universe, God, whoever I believe in, has put this situation, person, opportunity in front of me for me to literally, analyze and determine whether or not it makes sense for me, whether or not it's worth me taking the next step, right? But if I'm constantly thinking negative, right? If I'm constantly thinking negative, how am I going to bring that to the forefront? For example, I'll use this example again because personally, I just got out of a relationship and I'll be thinking about it. If you think negative, you're going to manifest it. Like, how can I create a person that's going to be my partner or a business partner, a group of entrepreneurs, if I'm constantly thinking I can't find them? If I'm constantly thinking, where am I going to find them? I'm them. I'm them. They're going to find me, right? Because I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be the best me. They're going to see me and be like, nah, I want to work with him. I want to work with him. Like, I see his vibe. I see what he's doing. I see where he's going. And I can see that vision upon myself. I see that I can do that myself. Why wouldn't I want to work with him or them or her, whoever it may be? I see value, right? I see value. Don't be a closed-minded person, especially in this business. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. I'll say that again. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. You need to go out there and do things that make you feel uncomfortable, right? If you don't like to smile, if you don't take pictures, it's because you've never taken a lot of pictures. That's just a fact. If you feel like you don't have a nice smile, you haven't practiced your smile. That's a fact. I know because I didn't practice my smile. Now I feel like I can't stop smiling. Life is good. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be upset? Regardless, why would I be upset? Life is good, right? So every single day I'm taking in all my positives. Every single day I'm taking in what matters to me, right? And I reflect. I'm like, okay, what did I do well today? What did I do wrong today? Did I say something that may have offended someone? Did I say something that didn't, direct or provide the message I was seeking to deliver, right? Communication is about being effective. Effective communication is key. But I'm open-minded to the fact that maybe I did make a mistake. Maybe I didn't portray myself properly. Maybe someone misinterpreted my intentions, right? That's good leadership. That's good qualities of being a better you, right? Every single day, be open to new ideas and new tasks. Take risk. Take risk. If you're not taking risk, it's hard to grow. If you're not taking risk, it's hard to grow, right? If you're not failing right now, that means you're not doing enough new things, right? If you're not failing right now, it's like you're not doing enough new things, right? How can you want to grow, but you do the same thing every single day? That's not growth. That's perfection. I don't want to be perfect because if I'm perfect, there's no room for growth, right? There's no room for growth. I want to continuously grow. I want to continuously be a better me, right? I want to feel unstoppable, right? Y'all feel me, family? Again, drop some fire emojis if y'all digging me. I'm about to move on to number 3, right? But again, this is real stuff. This is real stuff. It almost has nothing to do with the business. This is about everything that has to do with you, right? This is how you can become a better you, right? You can deliver things to your family that they never knew were possible. This is real shit. Part of my language. Like, I get excited, But number 3, you always have to have positive, high energy and a smile on your face. It sounds crazy. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, right? As things go wrong, as they sometimes will, I'm smiling. People think I'm crazy. People think I'm crazy, right? People think I'm crazy. Like, I'll share a story with you, right? I was in a relationship. We ended up splitting up, right? My emotions got me locked up. No worries. Nobody was harmed. It was just stupid conversation. Got me locked up. I ended up having to do time in jail, right? In jail, I'm hanging out with felonies because they tried to charge me with 2 felonies. You can't get the boy, though. I'm clean. Right? Like, I'm clean. Everything is settled. Thank you, universe. Everything aligns properly. But I'm in there. Everyone is freaking out. And I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm pissed off. Right? I'm pissed off. Feel me? I wasn't eating meat at the time. They gave me a bologna sandwich. No fruit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was not happy. But in my head, I'm like, this too shall pass. This is not going to stop me. In fact, I already know when I get out of here, it's a wrap. And I wasn't even marketing at the time. Right? This was like mid-March. I wasn't even marketing, right? Next thing I know, I get out and I'm talking to people that I was locked up with. Feel me? I'm talking to them. I'm like, yo, you should get into Forex. You need to get into Forex. Like, you need to start trading, right? You have the power in your mind. You can do anything it is that you want. And they're looking at me like I'm bananas. They're like, bro, like, what are you here for? I tell them, they're like, oh, okay, you be out soon, but like, you bugging. I'm just like, nah, bro, you're bugging. I'm not willing to sacrifice my life because I know I'm in control. That's the difference between you and I. They start looking at me like I'm crazy. But my energy was something that they'll always remember. They'll always remember, right? Because people are like, they're down, and I'm like, yo, bro, no worries. You're going to be fine. Watch. You're going to be fine. Watch. There was somebody that was going in to talk to the judge before me. The dude was supposed to have bond and bail set at $50K. They knocked it down to like 20. Again, the universe works, but you have to believe that it works. But that's why my energy, my positivity, my frequency is so high. So high. You can't knock me down. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Talking to myself. I'm talking to myself, right? But you have to understand that people outside of your mental paradigm, right? They don't know. They don't know that you don't care about they believing of your failure, right? Because people, hear me out. People are going to believe what you're capable of based on their own limitations, right? People are going to believe what you're capable of based on your own limitations, right? So understanding that, it's like, bro, like how that doesn't align, because your limitations aren't mine. You can't relate to this mental paradigm. It's okay. I'm not upset. I myself understand that you have yet to reach that level. I myself understand that you have yet to reach that plateau. Not plateau, because plateau is like roof. There's no roof on this. There's no cap, right? No cap. There's no cap. But what I mean by that is like everybody's gonna grow and everybody's gonna wake up, or whatever you want to call it, based on their own time. It's divine timing, right? So we, as people who are elevating or want to do this, we're growing and moving and progressing. You reach back to bring people with you, and people don't want to reach your hand. It's okay. I'm not waiting. It's okay. I'm not waiting. That's my energy, right? Because negative people, excuse me, they drain you. Don't worry, no COVID. They drain you, right? They drain you. They bring you back to your lower vibration, right? So you're fighting, you're breaking your paradigms, you're doing different things, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're meeting new people, you're thinking new ideas, you're trying to do different things, and then you share it with one of your best friends. Then you share it with someone that you believe to be someone in your corner, and because of their limited beliefs, they doubt your ability to do it. And then that makes you feel unsupported. That makes you feel, right? That makes you feel like, damn, maybe I can't do it. You can't do it. They can't, because they don't believe they can, right? That's completely different, family. Maintain focus, right? Keep your frequency, right? You don't want to hang around those people. You got to protect your energy. Your energy is your child. Your mind is your children. Like literally, your mind is your child, right? You become who you hang around with, right? You become who you hang around with. If you surround yourself with people who have bad habits, guess what? There's a chance you're going to have bad habits, right? When I was young, I was in the hood, smoking, doing all that wild stuff. Right now, what? Couple of them made it out. Couple of them kind of picked it up. Not a lot of them, though. They still there. Why? Because they hanging out with the same people. They didn't change their environment. They didn't realize that, yo, I love you, my brother. I really love you, my brother, but we're not on the same frequency. I want more. Do you want more? If you want more, let's work for more, but I'm done here. My time has run out here. It's next level. I'm not done, right? I'm not done, right? So now you have to tell them like, yo, I'm not cutting you out of my life because I don't love you. I'm cutting you out of my life because I love me. I have to place me first. And being around you doesn't provide the resources that I need, bro. Like, nah, that's not it, right? Like sometimes you're in a relationship and your significant other doesn't believe in you. Bro, that's out. That's out. No, thank you. We out. Like, nah, I'm good. You can have that. I'm good. What's the purpose? So that you can feel that this is my maximum because that's your maximum? Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry, love. We don't relate. Be well. Be well, right? Because I'm going 6 figures. I'm going 6 and 7 figures. That's my energy, right? So those are the people I want to hang around. It's not about the money. It's about the mindset. It's about the mindset, right? So that when we hit the millions together. When we get there, we're literally enjoying each other's success because we're going through each other's journey, right? When I met Kai, Kai just hit P2 when I met Kai. He's chairman 10 now. When I met Gio, she was P150. She's P2. You start to see their growth. You really appreciate it and visit your own because you see the growth, right? I'm in a fraternity. One of the reasons why I love my fraternity is because of that. I'm literally meeting people who are 18, 19 years old. I've known you for 10 years. You're no longer that person, right? I get to literally see your growth, your success. It's not mine, but I was a part of it. You blessed me and I blessed you. That's a mutual beneficial relationship. right? If you can't afford to surround yourself, you can't afford to surround yourself with low vibrational people. It's too expensive. It costs too much. And I'm not talking dollar signs, because it's invaluable what it's costing you, right? Your time, right? Your worth. Like when you chill with people who are low vibrational, you'll have a conversation and they'll be like, nah, I don't think so. And you're like, why not? Why not? Like even now, like, look, for what we do, we build, we do all of that. It's like, yo, $325? Bro, you just bought the Yeezys. Right? You just bought the Yeezys. But you want to look at me like I'm crazy because I'm talking investments. Right? Your lack of ability to see something new, your lack of ability to want to be a better you, right, is holding you back. That's got nothing to do with me, family. That's got nothing to do with me. In fact, I'm going to keep it honest with you. The honest truth is you're not where I am because you haven't put the work in, because I want more. I want you to come with me. I'm willing to show you what I have to do. I'm willing to plug you in with the people who showed me. But you're saying, no, that's not on me. That's on you. And you want to be mad because I'm trying to elevate? I'm sorry, bro. Elevation requires separation. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, right? Because being around low vibrational people can bring you and break your frequency so low that getting back to where you were can take weeks. Weeks. That's what happened to me in my previous relationship, just being honest, right? Like in my head, I thought this was working towards my goal, but I lost sight of my goal, right? I lost sight of my goal. So then when it was over, I was still attached to that. And it was holding me back from progressing to my goal. So then I woke up, right? I'm chilling in jail. I'm looking around and I'm like, nah, hell no. Hell no. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I've done fought way too hard to be me. I've done fought way too hard in my life. The losses, everything. Family members, best friends, college debt, you name it. I feel like I've been through it, right? So it's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm worth way more. And I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back. Because now I understand, like, my frequency is too serious. And there's times where I'm literally like, I'm fighting myself. I'm fighting my head, right? I don't necessarily want to get on the three ways. I don't necessarily want to do the work. Not because I don't feel like I'm good. Not because I don't feel like it doesn't need to get done. Because in my head, I'm thinking dumb stuff. I'm not focused, right? Because I'm literally hanging around with people who just want to smoke and drink all day, right? In college, it was like, yo, where the shorties at with it? Like, nah, I'm all set, bro. That doesn't make me money. It doesn't help me progress. And it lowers my frequency. I'm all good, bro. All good. All good, right? Y'all with me, family? Drop a 222 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm hella excited. Like, I feel like this is real talk. This is real talk. Like, if you're not paying attention, you're going to pay the price, right? Pay attention and pay the price. That's just a fact, right? That's just a fact. So, number 4, right? When you want to be a better you, as you're coming to become a better person, you have to develop humility, right? My biggest flaw in my journey to be a leader was I had a huge ego. I was very egotistical, and I mistake that for confidence. There's a difference. Confidence is knowing that you're capable. Ego is saying that you don't need help. All right, I'll say that again. Confidence is knowing that you're capable. Ego is saying that you don't need help. Help does not hurt you. Help does not hurt you, right? So be open. So while you're doing that, humility, when you gain success or when people show you love, you pass that on. You pass that on, right? You put the spotlight on other people. It's not about you. It's not about you, particularly in this business. In this business, it's never about you. It's about everyone else. How much value are you pouring to those around you? It's not a team thing. It's how people see you, how people respect you. Do people relate with what you're saying? Do people see how you're moving? Do people appreciate you much deeper than just the X's and O's, the charts, all that? Right? Because that's just a means to an end for us to get to where we want to go financially. But the growth that we have from each other is next level, right? That's next level. So you start to put people like, oh my God, you're this, you're the GOAT. I'm like, yo, I appreciate y'all. Genuinely, I really appreciate y'all, right? Because this energy, like 5-10 minutes ago, I mean, before I got on the call, I was amped in my head, but I wasn't yelling. It's just talking with passion. I'm Latino, so everybody thinks I'm yelling, right? But this is how we talk. This is how we talk. But I start to provide the spotlight on other people. Why? Because people don't know how to act when in the spotlight, but in life, that's where you get your confidence. You become you when people are looking at you all the time. You become you When you know you're comfortable in your own skin, right? You get to celebrate other people, right? So it's like, for example, John Guaman just hit Chairman 100. He was like, no, I didn't. We hit Chairman 100. I couldn't have done this without you. Literally, he could not have done it without us, right? So that's exactly what this particular quality is discussing, right? You got to help enough people get what they want. Help enough people get what they want, you're automatically going to get what you want. Stop focusing on the problems you have. You want to get rid of your problems? Go help someone else with theirs. Stop focusing on the problems you have. You want to get rid of your problems? Go out and help someone else with theirs. Especially in this business. In the US, there's over 40 million people who are unemployed. Right? Everyone's trying to figure out where I'm going to work. Amazon is picking up partial shit. You literally per diem from Amazon. You have nothing but opportunity, but in your mind, are you saying it like that? You're probably not, right? Because the thing is, whoever found you, brought you into this, brought you into the family, put you onto the opportunity, was literally seeking for like-minded individuals. They had a conversation with you, you plugged in, you was like, all right, I'm in. Let's give it a shot, right? There's people around you that are the same way, right? There's people around you that are the same way. The problem is you are afraid to share who you are with them. Right? You don't want them to see your struggle. You don't want them to see your pain. The thing is, that's you. You learn through your struggle. You learn through your pain. That's who I am right now. The person you see in front of you is not, I'm happy because of the pain I went through. The struggle that I've had to endure. Right? I always talk about it. Look, life is going to give you bumps and bruises. I'm taking my bruises on the way up, family. On the way up. Every step of the way. Every step of the way. Right? Because now I understand that my bruises can prevent someone else's. Right? So on my level, on my path to success, I'm going to encounter things that I can help others prevent from going through. I can prevent others from going through, rather. Pardon self, right? This life is all about helping others. Outside of the business, this life is all about helping others. Right? If people were elevated and understood what's going on, COVID wouldn't be as strong a problem. That's just my personal opinion, right? Because you understand what your role is in life. You understand what your purpose is in life, right? Put the spotlight on others, appreciate others, lift others, right? Lift others, put others in a position to succeed, right? Help them step out of their comfort zone, right? But lead with an open hand and accept with an open hand, right? Number 5, listen first, then speak. I am terrible at this. I'm getting better, right? Every day is constant growth. I'm getting better. Listen first, then speak. Nobody likes someone who sits there and talks over you. Happens all the time in my culture. You feel me? My Latinos, no, todo el mundo está gritando. Everybody's yelling all over the place, right? We got crazy music in the background. Somebody's hungry. It's extra, right? Have a conversation. Let's learn how to be civil. I should be able to disagree with you. I should be able to learn. I have to learn the ability to articulate when I disagree. I shouldn't have to use profanity. Right? There's a time and a place. You catch me in the hood, I might use profanity, but I'm striving to be a professional at all times. How you do anything is how you do everything. And vice versa, right? So now in my head, I know, like, when you listen to respond, not react, you're going to get more. I'm going to say that again. When you listen to respond, not react, you're going to get wrong. You're going to get more, right? A reaction is emotional. A response is logical. A reaction is emotional, right? A response is logical. Example. Someone, right, disrespects your mother, says your mama joke and you get pissed off, right? Your reaction could be physical. Your reaction could be hurtful. You may say some things. Logically speaking, 9 out of 10 times, that person doesn't even know your mom, right? But you reacted instead of responding. This happens a lot, right? That's what happened to me when I got caught up, right? I reacted. I didn't respond. Logically speaking, what I did was stupid. It made 0 sense, and I could have gotten my, determined outcome in a different manner, right? So I urge you guys, when you're dealing with an issue, when you're building yourself, when you're having conversations with yourself through meditation, whatever the case may be, ask yourself, what is my purpose? Why do I want, what is my desired outcome, right? When you're dealing with other leaders, right? Who are A-type personalities, A+ type personalities, meaning they have strong personalities, right? They have egos. Listen, we all have them. Don't run away from them. Just know that you have them, right? How are you relaying the message? It's effective communication. So what are you saying? You're literally going to ask like, okay, before I ask this question, what's the purpose? What do I want to get out of this? If you do this in relationships, you're going to be happy forever. Word to me, right? But we don't do that because everything is emotional when you're in a relationship, right? You're not necessarily thinking logically. So this is why it's a good time to start with the business, right? Because this is going to allow you to focus on self. You're going to be able to understand, look, what triggers me, right? I need to listen first, then speak. What motivates me to act out, right? The gateways are the ears are the gateway to the heart. The eyes are the windows to your soul, right? So your ears are the gateway to the heart. For example, I believe in manifestation. I manifested where I was at when everything went down. I manifested where I'm at right now, and I'm manifesting where I'm going to be in 30 to 60 days. Believe that. I already know it's done. That's my energy. That's my aura, right? So what does that mean? I'm very mindful as to the energy around me, right? I'm listening before I speak so that I can gather the information and make a conscious decision as to whether I want to accept or reject. What do I mean by that? When someone tells you something, you have the ability to accept and reject, right? Oh, you're this. I reject that notion. Or I accept that. Yeah, you're right. Like, I'm the GOAT. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I am the GOAT, right? Right? Or you could be like, nah, bro, that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me, right? Start to have those conversations with yourself, rather. All right, y'all still with me? Drop another 222 in the chat if you're with me. We got one more quality we're gonna go over, right? Then after we're gonna do some masterminds like Nano does. We're gonna open up the floor. You can say something that kind of hit you today, right? And then we'll share some information. I'm all about sharing value, family. Together we will rise, divided we fall, right? So number 6, right? This is also very important. You must be reliable and have integrity, right? No excuses. For example, I say I run calls Mondays at 1 and Fridays at 1. Yes, I was ready. I was ready. I knew it. Let's get it done. Let's get to it, right? You got to be impeccable with your word, right? Be impeccable with your word. What does that mean, right? In terms of reliability and integrity, a lot of us are blessed where we have chairmen that we can work with, right? Uplines that we can work with, P2s, P1s, P4, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever the case may be. But understand this, if I'm a P1000 and I'm placing someone under you, I need to have confidence that you're reliable and you're going to be able to take care of those that I'm placing under you. You're going to be able to show them what I showed you, right? Even if it's simple, like, yo, look, support, like whatever the case may be, right? Duplication. In success, there's massive duplication. In success, there's massive duplication, right? Be impeccable with your word. Like I said, look, I run the calls Mondays and Fridays, 1 p.m. Mondays and Fridays, 1 p.m., right? I love doing mindset because this shit changed my life. This really changed my life. I wish people put me on game when I was young, right? I'm 30. If I knew then what I know now, we always say that. But I had a conversation with my boy Jared. Shout outs to Jared. You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation, right? We're going back and forth. And I'm like, look, just because we had that information back then doesn't necessarily mean we will make the same decision, right? If you would have showed me Forex at 20, I had a huge ego. I would have probably been like, nah, I'm good. That's just a fact. Like I know myself now and I knew myself then. Right? I knew myself then, right? So understand that now it's your word over everything, right? 6 qualities of being a better you, your word over everything. If you don't want to do it, then don't say yes, right? Don't say yes. Don't commit and then not follow through. That's the worst. Don't commit and not follow through. That's just the worst, right? Now, the word of an individual is the most important thing that they have in their life. Those who don't have a word to count on is a nobody. Now, that being said, again, perception is reality. How people perceive you, they'll claim for it to be their reality. That's not always the case because people don't have the full spectrum. People don't have all of the information. So people will judge you, right? Pass judgment based on what they see, what they believe to be true. But that's why it's important for you to be confident in yourself, for you to know I'm this person. I've made these mistakes and that's okay. I'm not done growing. In fact, I'll never make those mistakes again, right? Because no matter what you go through, right, all the toxicity in your life is going to make you feel comfortable with commonalities. I'm gonna say that again. All the toxicity in your life is gonna lead you to feel comfortable with all commonalities, right? Because that's all you know. Initially, that's all you know. And so you enter a realm like this where you have people from all over the world sharing information, sharing value. They don't even know you, and they're like, yeah, listen, whatever it is that you need. There's people I've known for years that don't share that level of love, don't share that level of, participation in one's life, right? I don't even know people. They're like, yo, look, whatever it is that you need, let me know. I've had people open their homes to me. I've never even had a full-fledged conversation with them. That's crazy. But I'm familiar because that's how it is in my fraternity. So it's crazy to the point where that's the anomaly. That's like that's the to me, what's crazy is that people think that that's crazy, because I feel like that should be normal. If I can help someone, why wouldn't I want to? If I can help someone elevate, why wouldn't I want to? Me, look, a candle doesn't lose anything by lighting another. A candle doesn't lose anything by lighting another. So why would I not try my best to help those around me? What they gain from that value is not for me to determine, it's for them to determine. I'm just being me at all times. I'm just being me at all times, right? There's still people that are where you used to be, right? That your testimony is going to bring them to where you are. There's still people that are where you used to be, but your testimony, your growth is going to get them to where you are. All in due time, right? Todo en su propio tiempo, right? So it's like understanding, it's like I am in complete control. No one can tell me anything, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all people's people. We're all a people's person. They're like, oh no, I'm an introvert. You're an introvert because you don't trust in having positive interactions with other people. Because when you have positive interactions with other people, genuinely, you look forward to seeing them again. Genuinely, you look forward to repeating that action. Everything in life is about a vibration, frequency, right? Like, yo, what's your vibe? Oh yeah, they're a vibe. I love hanging out with them. They make me laugh, whatever the case may be. Whether you're an introvert or an, extrovert, whatever they want, those classifications, those things still hold true, right? You like to be in an environment where people make you laugh, people make you feel good, right? You feel comfortable, right? You feel comfortable. So, y'all with me, family? How y'all feeling? Drop some 111s in the chat if y'all digging the vibe. I feel like, again, this is real talk, right? I got a couple more things we're going to go over, and then I'm going to open it up, right? So that we can kind of just share some information, share some value. I'll pick someone just because, there's 33 people on here. I'm sure a lot of people got crazy value, crazy value, right? So before you kind of forget your goal, the goal is to become a better you, right? And as you're sharing with people the opportunity, what you're doing in this business, right? Tell them, like, look, I want to warn you about this opportunity. What I got going on right now, bro, is crazy. It's crazy, right? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look, the culture is like family, bro. Look, we fight, we argue. It's like a family. We're not always thrilled. Things happen. We're like, yo, are you serious? But you know what? We're a family. We win, right? This is something you can't buy. It's created. We could brag about this, right? We could literally brag about this. Once we have a good foundation, anything is possible, right? And I say this all the time. You can't have millionaire conversations with peasant minds. You can't have millionaire conversations with peasant minds, right? There's going to be people who talk down on your goals, on your vision, right? If your goal and vision is to hit chairman, people aren't going to understand. Why? Because no one in their family has made 100,000 no more. That's just the way it works, right? They're going to tell you it's a scam. It's like, yeah, bro, we're a scam. We pay taxes. We've been in business for 7 years. Absolutely. Right? Kill them with kindness, sarcasm, right? They don't understand. They want to take you out of your mojo, right? They want to take you out of your mojo. They'll literally tell you, like, oh, I see you. They'll literally be the first ones to comment on your success. You post something, you just hit a rank, they're going to be like, congratulations, so proud of you. And it's like, yeah, bro, you should be here. You're a clown. You're just a clown. Like, I honestly, like I'm frustrated, but I'm really not, because my success is in abundance. Right? So you start to really look at the people who were there for you, right? The people who were supposed to be your ride or die. And again, respectfully, you start looking at them like, yo, you're not really about your paper. You're not really about your success, right? You're really not. There's a difference between, like, I talk to a lot of business owners, right? People who are working on their millions. It's different, but they're working, right? Most of the people I talk to are not. And then they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, yo, bro, like, I know for a fact, like, we worked at the same job. Like, you're not making it, right? You want more. We talked about wanting more. We will literally sit at the lunch table talking about they don't pay us enough. So what's up? You capping. That's a fact. Like, you don't really want it. So don't pray for, a lot of people aren't ready for what they pray for, right? A lot of people aren't ready for what they manifest. So you start to doubt yourself before it even comes because you're quite not ready, right? So focus your thoughts on organic, positive elevation, family. And I promise, you're gonna reach all your new levels, all your plateaus. So at this point, I'm gonna open up the floor. You know what I'm saying, for someone to speak. Share something that you learned today, how you feel like it's gonna help you progress. The first person I see right now is Joanna Enriquez. If you're there, feel free. Hello. All right. How about just pick someone? Prime, you there? Prime FX, I see you, bro. All right. How about the next person who unmutes himself can say something? Share some love, some value that they got. Step out of your comfort zone.
I'll speak.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my favorite part that you mentioned was about like protecting your energy. I think it's really important because like, you tend to associate with those and you don't like, maybe at the time you don't realize the like how much they can be an impact in your life until like for example, like just joining into the academy, and then once you join in, it's like, you start to have different conversations. It's like they don't support you. So so that was a really good point. So when you mentioned about elevation requires separation, like it's not like you're going to just avoid them, but like this just some things, if you want to grow and you want to have a different kind of conversation with just positivity, then you're just going to have to do that. And look, and if they're not happy with once they see your success, they'll be sure to be the first one to say congrats, which is so true, which usually happens. It's the reality. That's what we go through. That they're only there when it's when you're pretty much going up there. And I'm just ranting on, sorry.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
good. And where you
but
checking
you
in from?
spoke like everything you spoke was just 100. Like, it was awesome.
I appreciate that. Yeah, look, the goal is to just learn. That's something that I know changed my life when I first got that information. Right. I think at times we love so hard that it's a struggle to separate ourselves, even though it's better.
Yeah.
I think in our lives we will learn, if we haven't already, that our success is indicative on everything that we do. Right. So there's times where we make decisions based on other people's beliefs, based on other people's thoughts, but it's not really what we do or how we do it. And I think, I feel like those that kind of reach that level, or when you're just, I don't want to do this anymore, right? Like you kind of just reach that breaking point. That's really when you kind of quote unquote wake up. You really start to just look for answers, right? Those who seek answers are going to find it. Asking you shall receive, right? Asking you shall receive. So like, I think all of us, as we continue to grow, is look, I consider myself a resource. I say this all the time to my team, anybody I work with. Like, I don't have all the answers. I'm just here to share what I know, right? Because someone shared with me and it helped me progress. So I think that's half the battle. Like, just learn with the intention to teach, and understand that when we're growing, again, people judge us based on what they feel they can and can't do. It has nothing to do with us. It's more a reflection of them, right? So once we're able to kind of tell ourselves, like, that has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. I started telling people, I hope you heal, because I felt like I needed to heal, to be honest, right? So it's like, I wish someone would have told me that, like, so I literally try to be the person I felt like I never had, and the universe responds accordingly. Thank you so much for sharing, Lisa. It's a pleasure. Anybody else want to say something?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can.
Yo, first I need to tell you, bro, you were speaking on some like other shit. Like, on like a good note though, like that shit was all facts. Like people will never understand your vision because it's your vision. It's not theirs, bro. Like basically, like
Yeah, do me a
this
favor,
whole
bro. Do me a
mindset.
favor, show your face, bro. You know what I mean? Like we out here.
Alright, bro, hold up.
Gotcha.
Hold up, because I'm kind of busy right now. But basically, like this whole mindset thing and goal thing is all for you, and like people don't understand that like with anything that you're trying to do in life, it's all mental, and like people don't understand that like you're your only enemy, bro. Like you need to understand that you're your only enemy. If you're not, like, you're the only person that can really stop you from doing anything. Everybody is just voices, but nobody's gonna stop you from doing anything in this life. And this shit is sad because some people be like, they be some sheeps. Like, you gotta be a shark in this shit. Like, if you're a fish, like, you're not gonna do anything. You gotta think like a shark, bro. Because if you're not shark, you're getting eaten. Like, this is like, it's dead like that. It's like if you're not a shark, you're getting eaten, and it's like that. So like, and that thing that stuck with me though is that separation, that elevation shit. Yo, that shit stuck with me because on some real shit, like, bro, if your circle, bro, I used to have a circle, bro, that would just fucking party every week, bro, party this and that, and I'd be like, bro, like, it come to a point where like, bro, like, let's get money, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, bro, this isn't getting me anywhere. Playing Pong with you guys is fun and all, but like, am I going anywhere with this shit? Like, this isn't helping me. Like, you gotta understand, like, some people are put in your life to slow you down, and people need to like focus on who is doing that, because everyone has that one person that slows them down. And believe it or not, like, it's just sad because some people are just like, they know they're slowing them down, but like, they don't do anything about it. They don't do anything about it to change the situation. And that's what, like, people fall, because like they give into opinions and they give into distractions, because there's a lot of distractions in this life, bro. Even drugs and all of that. But like, if you like, you just need to find yourself, honestly. And I tuned into this live, bro, and like, you were speaking facts, bro. I was getting Chipotle and everything just listening to this shit. I'm gonna keep it a bug.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I will say this, bro. Where I'm from, I used to feel like, you know, I had to be a shark. Just to be honest, you know what I mean? Like, I'm from the Bronx. I grew up in the hood. Like, I still love my brother in the hood, but I've realized that when I think about it, I attract it. So I'm no longer the sharks, bro. Bro, I'm the fisherman. I'm on the boat. I'm not even in the water.
That's a fact, bro.
That's my energy. That's my energy, because
that
I've realized that, like, when I was coming from that angle, bro, I'm keeping 100% stack. No disrespect. That's a scarcity mindset. That's not an abundant mindset. I'm so abundant. I'm so blessed. I'm so aligned with the universe that I'm protected. That's how I feel, right? When I think about the sharks, like, that's negative energy, right? That's negative energy. Like, when I think about the piranhas, that's negative energy. And in reality, right, you are what you manifest. So if I'm thinking about that, right, if I feel that energy is gonna hit me, right? But I know how you feel, because in the same token, I've been there. Where I'm chilling with my peoples and I'm just like, yo, what's the vibe? Like, yo, we about to do the same shit again? Like, bro, we did it
that's a fact.
like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, yo, what's the vibe? Let's do something different. It's like, bro, like, and even honestly, when it comes to getting money, right? Like, again, I'm from the hood. Like, you do the same thing over and over, and I'm like, bro, but like, this is it. Like, it's like I'm working a 9 to 5, except I'm doing this instead. That's not the goal. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've elevated my mind to understand, like, look, being in control is 100%. What do I mean by that? That means, like, yo, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that. That's not, I want to do something different, so I'm going to do something different. And there's nothing that anybody you can do to stop me, because it's not your decision to make. But in that progress, in that elevation, I want y'all to come with me. If you don't, I'm not gonna be mad at y'all, but I'm just
gonna drop you. Yeah, that's a fact. But that's exactly why, though.
I personally don't drop, because I keep it a stack. I'm telling them, like, yo, bro, I gotta dip for a little while because I gotta handle self, and I'm gonna come back around. Like, I'll hit my boys up, like, yo, what's good? I'm in the hood. I'll pop through. I'll show love, right? And then, I gotta go. I got a business meeting. I'm about my business. You know what I'm saying? So,
some people ain't even hungry. Like, you gotta surround yourself with hungry people.
Well, because just because you broke don't mean you hungry. And I think in the hood, or where I came from, that's what it was. That's not it. Because the most The people that are starving are the ones that I see that are 6 and 7 figure earners, bro. At least in this business. When I talk to the chairman, those are the ones that give me the highest frequency, the highest energy. They're on the most calls. They're doing the most work, right? And then I talk to some people who are P150, not ranked, or trying to be traders, and they can't even take an hour or two to mark up charts. But they want to tell me that they're hungry, and that's what I mean. Like what people say isn't the truth. The truth is in your actions, right? So if I tell my brother I love him and I need him, or he needs me, and he calls me and I don't pick up, and it's something dire, he's hitting me up and I'm not around. I'm not doubting whether or not you love me. I just feel like I can't rely on you, right?
That's a
Number
fact.
6 is you're not reliable. There's no integrity, right?
Yeah, that's
so that's
fact,
okay.
bro.
I'm not mad at you. Now I know. I have the information needed to move accordingly, right? Because I'm not gonna judge you on where you're at because you're not done growing. We do that. For example, Lewis, I've never met you, right? I don't know. Like, I've talked to mad people. Let's say I've known you for mad long, and me and you got into a scuffle when I was 18, 19 years old. I'm 30. If I still judge you based on the man you were when we were 18 and 19 years old, that's messed up because I would hope you're no longer that man.
Yeah.
You get me?
I feel. Yeah.
So it's like in our growth, it's like, bro, I'm not mad at you because I'm doing this for me. It's got nothing to do with you. And the way you act is more based on you than it is on me. It's a reflection on you. When you're upset or when you acting out, you want to get physical, bro, that shows you, not me. I'm calm, cool, and collective. I'm in control. I know what I'm destined for. But that's higher frequency,
control, bro.
Right? That's higher frequency. When you're talking to peasant minds, feel me? There's millionaires in the hood. They just don't know that they can get millions, but doing different things.
That ass, yo. I be trying to put people onto the opportunity, bro, but they be like, I don't know.
You can't chase people for their bag, though, bro.
Facts. That's a fact.
People are afraid to do something different. This is completely different.
My boys all like, yo, it probably is a scam. This, and I'm like, bro, this shit is like, it could change your life, bro. Like, bro, wake up. And then he's like, bro, I don't know. I was like, all right, bro, because I'm not gonna force nobody to change your life. Because yeah, you could do it, but you got to put in the work. So if you're not even down for the start, you're not even gonna get anywhere. You feel me?
Yeah,
if you're not done,
there's ways to get people results. The thing is, results don't mean shit if people don't want it. And I don't want to work with people like that. No one here should want to work with people like that. Because frustration comes because we see potential in them and they don't see it in themselves. I'm done with that. That's a bad relationship. If you're talking about, like, if you're talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that in most things that we do, right? If I have to fight for you to join, if I have to fight for you to join, that means I'm gonna have to fight for you to do the work. I'm good on that, bro. I'm working with millionaires. Where else, bro? I'm 30 years old. I got a degree, all that shit. Where else do I have the opportunity to plug into millionaires on a consistent basis and they give me game?
Bro, that's a fact.
Like,
bro, I just started, so I'm not like even like all those ranks and shit, but I'm about to get there, bro. Trust me on that.
That's it. It's all vision. It's all vision. No one can tell you otherwise. But the fact that we have people telling us how to get there, that's the game changer.
Dead ass, yo.
I'm from the hood, bro. I'll share this and then we got to get going because I know there's another call. I'm from the hood. In the hood, when you running the block, quote unquote, all that, like, it makes sense to keep your people down. They're dependent on you. They're dependent on you. They need you to run whatever it is that you're doing, right? You're a cog in their system. This particular system, you can make more money than me and I still win. I still win. But some people ain't ready for that, right? Some people ain't ready for that. But yo, linking with you, Lou. Yo, follow me on the gram, bro. Let's stay connected, bro. We'd love to rock and get info and all that. Family, we've been together for an hour. I'm super excited for today. Today was a dope call. Do me a favor, go back into all of your chats, all of your Telegram chats, drop some fire emojis, let them know that you got value, show some love at me. We on the rise. I'm going chairman. Everyone in here is going chairman, being master traders. Nothing but love, success, and blessings, family. Let's get it. Much love, and we'll stay connected, all right?